World-renowned artist Bernard Hoyes has taken up residency in a far-off spot in Desert Hot Springs, where he has a newly refurbished workshop. His latest project is certainly an ambitious one. In less than a week, Hoyes is going to travel to China to sculpt a bluefin tuna out of 4 tons of granite. Mr. Hoyes took us inside of his studio to discuss his evolution from painting back into sculpting, and he showed us the working prototype of his latest project.
This one is the model that's going to actually be the rendition for the final piece.
Bernard Hoyes has made a huge impact in 30 years as a professional painter. His artwork serves to remind people of their ancestral heritage that flows from African roots. His paintings are exhibited all over the world.
Bernard's work is collected by half the government heads of South America, many celebrities, Oprah Winfrey included, Natalie Cole, Jasmine Guy, Delta Burke, Capitol Records, many corporations. I believe Bernard's work is in 6 or 8 embassies.
Hoyes studied sculpture in art school, but then rode the wave of his successful painting career for the last 3 decades. A few years ago, he ran into a former art school classmate who suggested that he take up sculpting again, and the avid fisherman had a specific project in mind.
He said, well, my biggest catch so far is a 450-pound tuna, bluefin tuna, and I'd like to have it rendered for my patio. So let me know what you can do.
Hoyes spent 2 years working on 50 sketched versions of the fish and the last 9 months on the 3D rendering. He decided that granite would be the best material for the project, and the best granite that he could find is in China. So that's where Hoyes is headed.
There's a lot to learn from these craftsmen in China. So I'd like to get it documented, so we've been really looking for support to take a film crew or a cameraman with us to go there and film the process and document my sojourn.
Hoyes views the month-long project as a cultural exchange with the Chinese people. It was also more practical to sculpt the fish in China. 4 tons of granite will be shaped down to less than 3, which makes for lower shipping costs to get the piece to New York.
So once the piece is sculpted and finished, then I have to ship it to Long Beach and then have it trucked to New York. So this is going to be a long journey for the fish.
And the return to sculpting has been a long journey for Hoyes, who hopes his 3-dimensional work can have a similar impact that his paintings have had over the years.
In the past, I've been able to garner some support from the community and from the community around me for my paintings by the nature of how I spoke to the community through my imagery and things like that. So I'm open to continue that with the 3D project.
And later this week, Hoyes is going to show us some of the process as to how he is actually going to create that sculpture and how he's done some of those models that you saw in this piece tonight.